tried to call.
And we are live.
Yep. Yo, what's going on, y'all? I'd like to welcome y'all to the Fantasy Basketball Association Draft Recap. I got some interesting guests on with me. I got my man JoJo in the building.
Yes, sir.
Boo, boo.
I got Heem in the building.
When his phone is working.
I got Lavelle.
What up?
My nigga.
And I got Ern. Welcome back to the league, Ern.
Yes, sir.
I'm glad to be back, man.
All right, we great to jump right into it, man. You know what segment this is, man. This is the Pretenders and Contenders segment.
All right, well, let me get off of here. I don't even need to be in this conversation.
Oh no,
you the main topic. You the main topic.
You the main contender. You the main
I don't need to be in a pretender-contender conversation.
This is pretender contender slash.
We got Unc B in the building.
All right. Listen. You got to name this podcast something else. When you talk about contenders and pretenders, I don't need to be in a pretender conversation.
We're going to go over everybody's draft, everybody's team, and we're going to give our opinion. All right?
All right. Well, I'm ready. Go ahead, Heem. Say what you're going to say.
Hold on. We're going to go right into we're going to go right into JoJo's team.
Yeah, go right ahead. Go right ahead.
Niners? Oh, man. Y'all beat us by a slim margin.
All right. Come get it. We're going to go right in. No, matter of fact, hold on. We got to go into the defending champs team first, man. We're going to go into we're going to go into JoJo's partnership team.
Well, if you can't see me, excuse me, because I'm about to pull up the team list real quick. I can still hear y'all.
All right, yo, we got Mr. Running Back C's. He trying to run it back. He drafted Rudy Gobert with the first pick. DeAndre Ayton.
Boo.
Hold on. D'Angelo Russell, DeMar DeRozan, Victor Oladipo, Terry Rozier, Karis LeVert, Kyle Kuzma, Joe Ingles, JaVale McGee, Darius Garland, DeAndre Hunter, and Klay Thompson. I'll start with JoJo.
All right. It's not a contender, but it's not all the way pretender. I think the niggas in the middle.
You just trying to straddle the fence because you're trying to get a trade back with him that he gave him last year. That's all.
This shit is
Don't play politics.
So you saying it's a mid-tender?
Mid-tender. Like a tenderoni. Yeah,
man, look, it's either black or white, man. Contender or pretender. Which one? You think that team's winning the chip? You think it's gonna make the playoffs? If it's a playoff team, it's a contender. If you don't think it can make the playoffs, then it's a pretender. Or if you think it sucks, you got a personal vendetta against his team. Call it what it is.
I think he could probably get the 8th spot. I think he could probably make the bottom slot with that team.
Yo, he's not giving you Ayton for JJ Redick, so stop trying to butter him up.
Right. No, I'm not. But he could probably do so. I don't know why he took Klay Thompson though. You know, he's not gonna play. He should have held on to that. But I think he can probably make a run in the playoff, but it's not a championship team for sure.
But you still think it's a contender?
I think it's all right. I think he could get the bottom spot in the playoff. I think he could get the last spot.
All right, so the defending
like Jones would say, can a real ninja speak, please?
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead, Aaron.
Can a real ninja speak?
All right,
let me read this list down again. D'Angelo Russell, DeMar DeRozan, Markelle Fultz, Karis LeVert, Kyle Kuzma, Joe Ingles, Rudy Gobert, DeAndre Ayton, Terry Rozier, JaVale McGee, Garland, Hunter, Paul Millsap, Victor Oladipo. I'm gonna say the dude a pretender.
He stole Millsap. He didn't even have Millsap.
I know he stole Millsap, and that's where the bad luck is going to come in. It's one thing to have a bad team, but then when we put bad luck on top of it, then you're doomed for destruction. So let's put it out there like that. Like, the dude has never, to me, been able to draft. He's never made wise decisions when it comes to player pickup, personnel, or trading. He just fell into a lucky situation last year with JoJo. This team is not good at all. Let's just put it out there. Like, this team ain't good. You took Rudy Gobert with your first pick. What were you doing?
Yeah, I don't know what he was doing with that.
All right, That's a pretender. That's one pretender, one contender. All right, what you got?
Yeah, I guess he's a contender.
Spit it out, Unc.
But he can't draft though. I don't respect none of y'all drafts.
Damn.
Take straight up. Just Freddie and JoJo
What that
surprised me.
Oh, shit.
I'm just putting it out there.
What you said, B?
You want me to say it again? I don't respect none of y'all drafts, but Freddie's and maybe JoJo's this year from his terrible draft last year.
I didn't draft last year.
I know you did. That's why I said I'm giving you a break this year.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So, is it contender or pretender? Which one?
Yeah, he a contender, man.
Yeah,
He'll make the playoff, but that's it. His squad ain't better than mine. I know that.
Yo, that's your phrase of the year, man.
I know.
Right.
This squad ain't better than mine.
That's right.
All right. Heen, what you think?
Unc like Steve Harvey. He make everything about him.
Hey, that's just me, man.
What you got, Heen? You on deck?
He ain't. Well, first let me address him.
All right, Joe. Could you hear?
So right now, okay, you say you ain't respect nobody draft. Said who? Freddie's.
Except Fred's.
Of course, you gonna say him.
Mm-hmm.
And then
He'll respect my draft when he get this ass whooping.
right.
Yeah,
And then JoJo.
Ass whooping, and I respect it.
JoJo
Right now.
JoJo the
best
king.
draft ever, but I still don't respect it.
The JoJo the king of auto draft, but you respect him this year though. Okay.
I wasn't the king. I wasn't the king of auto draft. I wasn't able to get on, so I auto draft.
Right. What had happened was, hold up. What they say in Congress is my time. So back to what's his name? Running back. He ain't running it back. He should be called not going to run it back. He got a lot of question marks, and he might run out of time at the end of the year.
I said,
like he got a tough out team, but the thing is, he's hoping that Depot and Clay or whoever he got at the bottom is going to come back to save him. Because he drafted Gobert with the number one with his first pick.
He got some nice young picks, but he got a fantasy keeper team. He don't have no ready right now team.
Right, yeah, I agree. He got a team where he thought this was the dynasty league.
So you got him as a pretender?
I have him at I think he can make the 8th spot.
Okay. All right. Lavelle, what you think?
I'm gonna say contender.
Bell, everybody contender with Bell.
No, listen, he got the bros in. He got y'all need to stop.
Yeah, laugh.
Y'all always starting this with me, man.
He had to laugh.
Like y'all said the other day, if you can make the playoffs, you got a shot, right?
Not everybody. Not everybody.
Now y'all changing up on that.
No, I'm not changing up. You do have a shot, but with some teams you just don't. Right.
Okay, Vel, I'll give you that. Okay.
And that was for the keeper team or keeper league. But I think it's a playoff team. The only problem that I have with his squad is that his only number one option on his team is DeRozan, and Oladipo is still banged up. So when he comes back, we got to see how he adjusts to the to the new look Indiana Pacers. But he picked Rudy Gobert with his first pick. I mean, it was a good pick if you was going to follow it up with a go-to guy next. But he went Ayton.
He went Ayton.
He went Ayton.
So with Gobert's like the third option on his team. You know what I mean? But he's a defensive specialist. But
maybe he's looking to trade something. Maybe he did it on purpose.
Well, if you're doing that, you're already coming to it wrong.
But I think the issue is last year he had
Gobert.
He had Gobert. But he had Harden first. He had Trae Young, didn't he? He had Trae Young. Yeah, so he had a lot of guys that could go off for those crazy numbers, and that's what really made his team scary last year. Because at one point we put up 1,000 points against him, and he still put up 1,000 and something else to beat us.
Yeah, but he don't have that scoring though.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
I beat that team last year.
No, I'm saying thanks JoJo for giving him the Curry
Shut
move.
the hell up.
No, I beat that. No,
Right.
I beat that team though. That won the chip.
Yeah.
I beat
Yeah,
that
you
team.
did. You did. You did. Val.
Okay.
But you know, he won the chip last year. I think he got a tough time trying to get back to the chip.
So with that said, Lavelle, you beat that team that won the chip with all that firepower he had. Do you think he has any shot now with the team that he has now against your squad? Not nobody else is yours.
No.
All right then.
All right,
Fred,
so
Fred, hold up. What place you think he gonna fall in?
I think he's gonna be on the bubble 7, 8, 9.
Okay.
Right.
I'm closer to 9.
Yeah, ain't no joke, man.
I mean, I think he can make the playoffs, but at the end of the day, like, all right, if Clay don't come back in enough time, and he could come back and it's too late for him.
Right.
Well, I read a report where Clay said that he ain't rushing back. He understands
Yeah.
the type of injury he got. He gonna take his time with it.
Yeah, but he knows Golden State is not gonna compete this year, really. So no sense in him really rushing. He might as well get in better health.
Yeah.
You know, so
And then the thing is, when he does come back, he already had D'Angelo Russell, so they might cancel each other out some nights. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I definitely think he can make the playoffs. I don't think he's gonna win the chip with that squad.
Nah, it'll be a first round knockout.
But he could get some deals popping. You never know.
First round knockout. He a cannabis specialist.
I can tell you this. He won't be making no
Oladipo gonna
trades
make
with
it back.
me. I
He gonna
promise
get
you that.
Oladipo back though, yo.
It's
Huh?
not.
He is
Yeah,
gonna get
but when
Oladipo
though?
back.
Yeah,
When though, Bill? When?
He better not be on a minutes restriction.
But is
When?
Oladipo going to come back the old Oladipo, or is he going to come back the I'm playing every other game Oladipo? Where it's
Nah,
not
he gonna come back. He gonna come back Nula Depot.
Yo, man, really though, JoJo. Yo, you just ruined your trade.
All right, yo, all right, we gonna go into Lord of the Rings, EAS Lord of the Rings. All right, that's Ern's squad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let me start out with him.
All right, I got you. Let me read the team off. You got Steph Curry, Andre Drummond, Draymond Green, Jamal Murray, Eric Bledsoe, Brooke Lopez, Lou Williams, Terrence Ross, R.J. Barrett, Dwayne Dedman, Mikal Bridges, Seti Osman, and Saturansky.
What?
Hold on, he ain't go first.
I think his team is trash. Nah,
Okay.
What?
I knew that was coming.
nah, he got a contender. He got a contender. I'm gonna give him like he told me. He better hope that Steph hold up though in the playoffs.
Yeah,
In
I
our
bet.
playoffs.
Yeah,
I need him to hold up because I got Steph in that keeper league, so I'm gonna need Steph to hold up.
Well, hold up.
Yeah.
I'm the old guy here. Can you read that squad to me again? Because I didn't hear contender.
Hold on. So he
I
ain't
might
say
have missed
contender. Unk, you on deck next. Steph Curry, Andre Drummond, Draymond Green, Jamal Murray, Eric Bledsoe, Brooke Lopez, Lou Will, Terrence Ross, R.J. Barrett, Dwayne Dedman, Mikal Bridges, Seti Osman, and Saturansky.
Brother, you need to trade.
Give me a deal. Give me a deal.
I'm gonna have to give you one, bro.
Give me a deal.
For real.
I want a JoJo deal though. If it ain't a JoJo deal, I don't want it.
Yeah.
Right. It's gotta take him over the top.
Yo, is it a pretender or contender? Which one?
Pretender.
Pretender.
Ooh.
Free.
That's strong.
He got
Okay.
a 5, but that's it. That is his 5.
How you feel about that, Ern?
Hold on. Go ahead, now.
How I feel about it? I'll see when the time comes. You know what I
Okay.
mean? He'll see.
Put your money where your
My
mouth
bottom,
is.
I tell you like this. I made a couple moves, so I understand Fred is reading the drafted squad.
Okay.
I done made like 2
Oh,
or 3
yeah, he
moves
not
so
reading the
far
actual-
already through the course of the
So you know
offseason.
you had a pretender
I
too.
know my bottom 3 or 4 can be a little bit questionable, but my top 7 or 8 might be a little bit too much to handle. So
You know what?
Smart
You know
man.
what?
If you
Let's-
already made a move, you're a smart man because you know that was trash.
Oh, wow.
I'm speaking it like it is, bro. I don't even like my squad. I know it's better than yours.
Well, for a man saying his own squad is trash, I can't feel disrespected by you saying mine is.
I didn't say it was trash. I said I didn't like it. It wasn't to my standards. But it will be by the time the season ends.
Oh wow.
Well, maybe you should have
Might
drafted
be that.
better, right? Oh,
All right, so hold up. Do y'all want me to read the current rosters now? We can
yeah.
go-
Read the current Joe.
Yeah.
All right, so let me read the current roster. Maybe this might change your mind. Oh.
He took somebody off the waiver, boy, so it ain't upgrade that much.
Hey, subtle changes. Subtle
There you
changes.
go, JoJo.
Let me see the change.
I got Steph Curry, Jamal Murray, Eric Bledsoe, Terrence Ross, Andre Drummond, Draymond Green, Brooke Lopez, Mo Bamba, Lou Will, RJ Barrett, Seti Osman, Sadaransky, Tyler Hero.
That's a
Just a little
contender.
better.
Oh.
Just a little better.
You
So
a damn lie. It's a little
Just
bit.
a little. I said little.
That's the
Jay.
contender, man. Stop it,
Earn, you
yo.
gonna make the play. Earn
It's
gonna
Oh,
make
we
the
already
playoffs.
know.
That's
I ain't
showing
never
half a
not
percent-
made the playoffs.
That's
I ain't
showing
never
half
not
a
made the
percent
playoffs.
better.
Earn gonna
I've
make
been doing
the
this with
playoffs.
y'all now like 9 years. I ain't never not made the playoffs.
Now I don't know if you're gonna win the chip, but you'll make the playoffs.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
all right. Lavelle, what you think? I already know. Contender.
Already said it.
All right, JoJo, you on deck.
All right, like Brian said, your starting 5 or 6 is pretty strong, but you get kind of weak in the end. But your team is better than Steve's team, so
Yeah.
I consider
Yeah.
I consider your squad a contender.
JoJo, you ain't getting no more love from C's, man. You burying
Well,
him
I'm
tonight.
just saying, Steve's squad is what it is. So it is what it is.
Way to keep it real, JoJo.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I mean,
That's what a comedian's supposed to do.
Yes, sir.
what's
Hello.
up? Yeah, I think your squad. I think definitely you got a playoff team. You know what I mean? Like Steph Curry. You got decent guard play. You know what I mean? Andre Drummond with Draymond Green's a good look. Brooke
Yes,
Lopez
sir.
is a different kind of big that shoot the three. You got to, hope that RJ Barrett comes around and ball out.
Yeah.
He got
Well, I took a couple flyer picks, but I know I'm normally good for that. I took a couple flyer picks.
Yeah, Lou Will's as steady as they come. Sadaransky should get that starting spot. He should be decent.
Yeah, he getting that.
And Tyler Hero looks, he looked like he's the real deal.
Let me say something else about your squad. With Curry and Draymond, there's gonna be a lot of pressure on them. They got a whole team full of young guns. I don't think they're gonna ball to try to make the playoffs. I think they're gonna take a lot of days off. As far as Curry and Draymond and them, I don't think they got to teach this team how to play with them. I don't think the numbers are going to be the same. I think Draymond is going to do a little better than he did last year because KD is not there. But I don't think he's going to be that triple-double guy.
Well, the reason why I did JoJo, the reason why I did what I did, and I even kept Draymond in the keeper league, is because them dudes have been the 4 of the 4 last championships. They got a lot of pride. They ain't gonna let nobody try to bully them or push them over. So I think they're gonna come out there to make a statement that say, "Yo, we still got that Golden State fabric," and that's what I'm banking on.
They got 8 new guys, man. They don't have.
Yeah, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying I think they got championship fabric.
But I think because they got a new squad, they can't afford to sit out a bunch of games either. You know what I mean? Like, I think Curry's gonna go back to MVP status. I think Draymond, he just got paid like $100 million or whatever. He gotta play. He can't BS around, man. He gotta do something.
Yeah.
So I think they'll be straight. You just gotta hope that Curry can hold up.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think that's the only thing. If he got the Dorito chip ankles again, man, it's gonna be hard.
There you
go.
LaBelle
said he don't want to hear nothing about no Dorito chip angles.
Yeah, but if he's healthy, he might be a top 3 fantasy player. I mean,
he
gonna go off.
Yo,
he gonna go off.
Yo, I don't know. Everybody thinking like they're gonna just like
they're not gonna fold.
They're not gonna
fold.
I don't know. They ain't paying
They
out
all
that
play
money to
tough.
vote. They got that new arena, yo. They gotta, man, stop playing. Them
I
boys
like-
gonna
Yeah,
play.
but the Golden State team is like C's team. It's gonna be
You keep going
real
at
tough for them niggas to make the playoff, yo.
No, it's not, man.
It's gonna be real
Are you
tough for
kidding
them to
me?
make the playoff, yo.
Yo, JoJo,
It's
you
gonna be tough,
JoJo,
man.
JoJo.
Steve must not have nothing on his team you want.
No, no.
Yo, let's go to
Yo.
Val. Let's go to Val's Army.
Okay, Vel's Army.
Val, you on
Get
deck.
on Vel. Get on Vel.
That-
I'm gonna read off your squad. You got Devin Booker, Gary Harris, Trey Young, Tobias Harris, Jerry and Grant, Rudy Gay, Anthony Davis, Zubac, DeJounte Murray, JJ Redick, Clint Capella, Derrick Rose, Cam Reddish, and Wendell Carter Jr. What do you think?
And Val,
Contender.
Contender. We got one contender. Hold on. So for Ern's team, we got contender.
Mm.
All right. JoJo, what you think of Vel's team?
I think Val team. I think he got a lot of B-list actors. There's no strong headliners over there, you know?
Ant Davis
So-
ain't strong.
And
And
Davis
Davis
is not.
outside of Anthony Davis.
Devin Booker, Trey Young.
Devin Booker ain't strong.
Kevin Booker's gonna be hurt, like, you know.
Well, you
and
said
he's
Kevin
a healthy
Booker, so I
guy.
already know you don't know what you're talking about. You said Kevin Booker.
I said Devin Booker. If
He said
stays
Kevin
healthy-
Porter. Kevin Porter.
Listen.
Kevin
You
Porter.
gotta worry about Anthony Davis. You gotta worry about Anthony Davis staying healthy. You gotta worry about Devin Booker staying healthy. Any one of them go out, your squad is in trouble, B. For real. So, and Anthony Davis gonna try to ball out. But with that being said, he got a strong B-list squad, which I think is pretty good. I think that's a contender team. He don't got no D-list. You know, I think his bottom player might be Derrick Rose, and Derrick Rose might show out. But I think he got a contender team. You can have you don't have to have all top A-list ballers to contend. I think he got a contender team.
Yeah, but I mean, my thing is what makes him a contender. I think he got guys that could get him to the playoffs, but in the playoffs, Anthony Davis can go off and win you a week. And Booker,
Right.
Yeah, but Anthony Davis got to
Booker can
hope
put up
he get past 35 games.
Booker can put up 60, 70. I mean, that we're speaking if everybody's healthy. I mean, of course, that goes for
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, because anybody
Yeah.
could get hurt. Yeah, anybody
like,
get hurt.
even like and Trey Young's going to take a step this year, so he has like a 3-headed monster and a supporting cast around that.
Well, I'll put it to you like this, and I'll keep it short and sweet. Some of his back end stuff, well, I'll say a good 5, 6 of his back end guys can be question marks, but if they ball, you got a problem. I'll just say though, when you look at Ant Davis and Capella, you got 2 top 10 big men. When you look at Devin Booker and you got Trey Young, you got 2 top 10 point guards. That enough alone is going to get you to the playoffs.
Yeah, you just got built around that. You know what I mean? Heen, what you think?
I like Vel's Army.
Yeah.
Vel, when Vel switched it up, I think he built a nice team around Ant Davis. I mean, he's probably gonna have to, maybe some moves in the back end, but you never know. You never know. It's all gonna come down, like you said before with Kawhi. It's all gonna come down to Harden. I mean, to AD for Vel's Army. If AD balls out, Vel's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, he got a lot of strong B list, man. He got a nice strong B list back there.
Well, I mean, on the flip side, I think nobody had the perfect draft, but from what Lavelle has on his team, he has enough to make the playoffs and enough to make trades and stuff like that to get his team right.
Well, I just look at when you got 2 top 10 guys at 2 different positions, you could support that with be less guys, and as long as you have 4 guys that's in the top 10 of what they do stay healthy, everything else will fall into place.
Yeah, I mean that's what's gonna come down to is just help.
Yeah.
But I mean they got a lot of upside just with them two alone. There's a lot of upside.
Vel, how you feel about your team?
Hey man, you know I'm in it to win it this year, man. I'm feeling real good about them. I mean, I know you see I've been asking about a big here and there. I'm trying to upgrade, but I feel like we gonna be all right.
All right,
Yeah, I
I
mean
know if we stay healthy, I ain't gonna have too many problems. I don't feel like that.
Oh,
If we
I think you
healthy.
got a squad. That's why I sent you that JoJo deal earlier.
All right, so look.
So the JoJo deal is a real thing, huh?
Contender.
No,
It is now.
it is a real thing.
It is. So Val, you are officially a contender, all right?
I hear you, bro.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go on to Ryan's team, the Rose City Runners.
Rose City.
He got Jeff T, Bradley Bill.
AKA Fred's Farm League.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
Okay.
What'd you say?
oh.
Yeah, Fred's
You-
fun.
That's just because Ryan would give Fred anything.
Oh man.
I'm sorry, y'all. I think you and him had way more deals than me and Ryan, bro.
Oh, that's crazy.
No, I'm talking about I'm saying Ryan, but Ryan, you can pull stuff out of Ryan. Hold on, let's date back. Let's do a flashback. Let's do a fantasy
Yeah.
flashback.
The,
One
Carmelo
year-
deal.
Flashback.
When Carmelo was on his game, when he was at the pinnacle of his game, I
On
offered
steroids.
this dude Carmelo and somebody else, I think from the Spurs or somebody like that was real hot at the time for AD, and he told me no, and you pull AD for peanuts.
Wow.
Are you sure that was me?
I know it was you because I had a deal because he told me if you get AD from Ryan, I'll give you this. So I was like, okay, let me go ahead and offer Ryan the house. No disrespect for you. I'm just no disrespect to you, nuts. I'm just saying Ryan will give you anything for some reason. I don't know.
I'm saying, what's the peanuts? I need the receipts.
It was peanuts compared to what I offered him.
You can't just.
You know what? I'm gonna look it up.
Put that out there. You can't put it out there without.
Look it up. Go ahead. I'm gonna look it up right now while we on the joint. I'm gonna look it up.
Hey, everybody know you should. Hey, everybody on this panel know you Suge Knight, yo.
Yeah,
Stop
okay.
it. Come on, bro.
Okay.
So Ryan,
You want to talk about the deal you got today, bro? Yeah, you want to talk about the deal you got today?
Yeah, he know. I know what he did.
Here's the thing. I get everybody's BS deals. Everybody send me the text.
Oh, I said you'll be as
but no, I'm talking about everybody sends me what everybody else gets sent.
Well, I sent him that deal just to open up the conversation. That's all. He ain't respond to me.
This guy sent me this, but I'm Suge Knight. Y'all need to stop, man. and I ain't never hooked you up, Vel. I ain't never hooked you up.
Look, yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
come on, man.
we did some good training.
Come on, man. I ain't trying to hear that shit. I ain't never give up the Steph Curry deal.
Oh nah, that's a JoJo deal. We ain't say you did a JoJo deal.
Where's JoJo?
We didn't say you did a JoJo.
Hey, let me clear something up with y'all. Okay?
Hurry up so we can finish up the damn show.
All right, let me just clear something up.
Tristan
Let me clear
Thompson
something up with
We're
y'all.
doing all these side
All right,
parts, man. Let's get back to the pretenders and contenders.
I just want y'all to be honest about something. Be honest about something. Be honest. Hold on. Be honest about something.
Go ahead.
The way
Tristan
Thompson,
get his name.
Tristan
You don't even know the player.
All right,
Remember his name.
Hold on. Before Tristan got hurt, Tristan was balling.
Ain't nobody trying to hear that. Ain't nobody trying to hear that.
You gotta tell me, Curry for Tristan and McCollum was a
JoJo.
bad deal?
Yes.
Yes, it was a bad deal.
Let me tell you why it's a bad deal. Where did Tristan Thompson end up at the end of the season? In the fucking waivers. In the waivers.
Right.
Where did Steph Curry end up? In the chip.
First of all, where did Steph Curry get drafted? In the first round, where did Tristan Thompson get drafted?
He was in the waiver wire.
Tristan still was giving you 20 and 12.
At the end of the
18
day,
and 12.
at the end of the day, it's Tristan Thompson. Like at the end of the, you can't. You are what your player card tells you. Like you are Tristan Thompson. I don't give a damn if he was putting up 20 and 20 for 20 games straight. He's Tristan Thompson. Eventually, that shit was going to fade off. Eventually, it faded off. Yeah, he ended up in the waivers for you.
Yeah, he did. He got hurt though. So
Exactly. That's what
If
I'm
he
saying.
didn't get hurt, he was still wasn't gonna finish in the top 100.
hey, you thought that people thought that about JaVale McGee. McGee balled out last year. Y'all thought he
And
was
you
a bum.
dropped.
Y'all thought Rose was a bum. Can't go with what y'all think. Because
Nah.
both Rose and
Derrick
McGee
Rose,
balled out last year.
Derrick Rose
Nah,
got an
Derrick Rose
MVP
wasn't no
trophy at his house.
Well, hold up.
Derrick Rose got an MVP trophy at his house.
You said we
Listen,
can't. You said you can't go with what we think, but you can't go with what
Derrick
you
Rose
think.
was
But
on
you
the
made
waiver
the
wire.
deal and it didn't work.
Derrick Rose got an
All right,
MVP
but
trophy.
Derrick Rose was on the waiver wire.
Tristan Thompson ain't never sniffed an MVP. You gave up a 2-time MVP for Tristan Thompson.
I don't care. It's like,
Hey,
it's okay.
you like,
Why you beat up last year?
you
Let's
like
talk about
You
this
should
year.
just end it right there, JoJo. I don't
Yo,
care.
Doug.
I
Just
don't
quit
care.
right your head, bro.
all right, let's go. Let's go with Ryan's team. Let's go with Ryan's team.
All right.
All right, Jeff T, Bradley Bill, Kawhi Leonard, Gallinari, Blake Griffin, Laurie Marketing, Thomas Bryant, Al Horford, Shemet, DeLon Wright, Marcus Smart, Dwight Howard, and Willie Cauley-Stein. Go ahead, Ern.
That's a decent squad.
Yeah.
I feel like that.
You know?
Because of his top end pieces, I'll say he comes in 8th seed. I'll say a contender.
What you think, Unc?
Barely a contender.
Barely a contender, or like
Yeah.
Barely.
I said 8th seed. I said 8th seed. Barely.
we got,
8th seed.
so we got C's and him as an 8th seed. So they
7,
Yeah, they can battle that out.
all right. All right, so
battle that out.
Jojo, what you think?
I say pretender.
Pretender?
Yeah.
Okay,
Wow.
Who was Elite? Hold on. Who was Elite Sports Inc?
that's me.
Nah, you can't be the same dude.
Oh no. That was Roddy.
That was Roddy.
Yeah.
All right, wrong team. I gotta keep researching.
All right, Heen, what you got?
Who name his first three again?
Jeff T, Bradley Bill, Kawhi Leonard, Gallinari, Blake Griffin, Laurie Marketing, Bryant. Like I feel like that right there is strong.
Yeah,
No, that's not.
Yeah. His top is strong.
That's not a pretender team. My bad.
Yeah, he got a team that can make the playoffs.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
He got a team that can make the chip.
That's what you think so?
Think?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean he got some pieces on there, man. Like
Yeah.
you know about Laurie Marketing, JoJo.
Okay.
Oh man.
He only gonna get better this year.
Yeah.
Hey, you traded him to
Gotta-
Seeds
gotta
too,
squad.
right?
Huh?
You traded him to Seeds too, didn't you?
That's
Yeah, when he was injured. Yeah.
I think Ryan's team at some point is going to get hit with the injury bug in the middle of the season. I don't think it's going to be the end, but you got Blake Griffin's going to go down at some point.
Yeah, they already talking about load management.
Yeah, they said, they did say that with him.
Kawhi Leonard might be load management. Bradley Bill,
I know that.
Bradley Bill should be straight. You just hope he don't get traded. You know, and Jeff Teague was injury prone last year, so hopefully he bounced back.
They said he good, man.
Yeah, I mean, what you think, Val?
I like it. I like the team. Definitely a contender.
All right, so
He just need one more guy.
all right, so Ryan got a contender. We're gonna go into
Going to my squad.
okay.
Going to the problem.
Oh, no, the problem caught his own shot right here. We're gonna go into the problem right now.
Nobody want to hear about the problem.
I know.
All right, let's go. Let's run it. He got Damian Lillard, Malcolm Brogdon, Ben Simmons, Joe Harris, Miles Turner, LaMarcus Aldridge, Jonas Valanciunas, Whiteside, Fred VanVleet, Serge Ibaka, Kevin Huerter, Anobi, and Rondo. What'd you think, JoJo?
I think that's a contender team. It ain't as bad
You
as
definitely gonna say that.
it's not as bad as we think. You know, you got some hitters over there. I can see that you coming in higher than the 7 and 8 seed. So yeah, I can see you. That's about a 5th or 6th spot on the playoffs.
What you
I
think?
can see you making a run for it.
Oh, really?
All right. All right, Aaron, what you think?
Let me look at the squad real quick. I gotta see it for myself on paper because
Yeah, read it again.
Yeah, I think
nah,
he won't pull
I'm about to see it right now. Oh yeah, I was pulling receipts, but I'm about to skip that for the moment and see
You
what this
can't pull.
team, the problem look like. Hopefully, the team be renamed the solution, at least for us.
The solution.
Well, when you figure out the problem,
Dame Lillard, Malcolm Brogdon, Ben Simmons, Joe Harris. I tell you what, Ben Simmons, he knocked that 3-pointer down the other night. That might be a little scary. Valanciunas, LA, Whiteside, Van Fleet, Serge Ibaka.
I like your big.
He got a nice squad with the bigs. I mean, he definitely gonna hurt you with the bigs.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how much I'm scared of the guards. It's yet to be seen.
With Lillard and Simmons.
No,
what I'm saying is there's a lot of teams that's got about 3 or 4 guards that's gonna come at you in waves. But he gonna come at you in waves with the bigs. He's definitely a playoff team. If I had the proceeding, I would say 5 or 6. So he's definitely a contender.
Yeah, he top 5.
Yeah, I think Unc's a contender.
Yeah,
I think
definitely.
Before anybody else say anything, I see you win a chip.
You gonna see who in the chip?
Whoever.
You said something about some potato chips?
I guess he talking about me then.
I'm saying I'm top 2.
Heen, what you think? Heen, what you think?
I like Unc. You know what? Let me take a step back then. From Ryan team, after hearing Unc team, you gotta take Ryan out the top 5.
That's right, because I'm top 2.
Yeah, I say 50.
I would put what you call y'all the problem. Top 5. Top 5. They top 5.
I mean, for me, I think he got probably the best collection of bigs in the game. Like in the league.
It
collection as a whole. And then I don't know if you see with the guards, man. I think when you got Ben Simmons and Lillard together, that's scary.
That's a problem. That's a real problem.
And you pair them up.
No, I'm just comparing it to other teams where other teams. No, what I'm just saying is other teams got about 3 or 4 guards. 4 or 5 other teams has got about 3 or 4 guards that can give you fits.
Yeah. But I ain't one of them.
You know what his team is for me, for real? His team, and I'm not saying in disrespect, because that dude has always been a contender year in and year out. His team to me looks more like a DK built team.
And
it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing.
That category.
That's not a bad thing. DK makes playoffs every year.
I have no respect for DK. JoJo built his team.
Oh wow.
Well, I'm talking about the keeper. I'm talking about DK? The keeper league. In the keeper league, DK is in the playoffs every year.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I think you might got DK confused, though.
Oh, I might have.
Yeah.
I had a senior moment right there.
All right, well, what you think, contender?
Oh yeah, definitely contender. But ain't nobody scared of you, Unc. I ain't trying to hear that.
Oh, okay. That was Army. Okay.
That nigga B said top 2.
Contender.
Top 5. Said top 2.
You know what I mean?
Nah, you top 5.
Damn.
All right, so
how you don't like your team and it's top 2? How you gonna be saying I'll be like my team?
Because it should have been number 1.
It's top 5.
All right, let's go in the Heem's team.
It's top 5. It's top 5.
Let's go with Heem, all right?
Let's go, Heem.
James Harden, Chris Middleton, Ricky Rubio, Andrew Wiggins, Julius Randle, Pascal Siakam, Vucevic, Enes Kanter, Spencer Dinwiddie, Alex Lynn, Dennis Schroeder, PJ Washington.
Get him.
And Marcus Morris.
I just acquired Marcus.
Hey,
Just acquired
all right,
Marcus.
I'm gonna go with JoJo. What you think?
Oh, he definitely got a contenders team. All right.
Yeah.
Again, his top 6 is pretty strong. I think he kind of declined as he went down the last 4 or 5. You know, I think he doesn't. Let me tell you, he don't have as much confidence in his team as y'all think. 2 days after the draft, he done traded 4 motherfuckers. He's all out of moves. You know, he's all out of moves already. So he don't believe in his team like that. You know, like I said, his top 5 or 6 are definitely contender. And I'm gonna put your team up there where I put my team. I believe a top 3 team, B. So we're gonna go at your team ain't no walk in the park, but neither is mine. So I give you that. But you're gonna have to fix some shit up on the end with your bottom 4, B. Bottom 4 or 5.
Dang,
I'm
you
gonna
watching
take
all
that.
your moves.
I'm gonna take that as a compliment, JoJo.
Yes, sir.
All right, what you think?
I think he definitely got a contender. I mean, no doubt. When I think about Heem squad, to me it kind of sounds like a typical Heem squad. I know what Heem does. I've known him for a minute now, so
It's too predictable, huh?
I'm not.
Talk about the
Well,
team.
no, it's not.
Talk
It's
about
not
the
predictable.
team.
I just. Well, we talking about the overall. We talking about because the team is ran by the GM. So it looks like a Heem squad to me. It definitely looks like a contender. One thing I do know with the GM of that squad, he's definitely going to make a couple. Even if he don't trade, he's going to make a couple acquisitions to try to strengthen his team. I think the focal point this year for him was scoring. And I think he did a great job of that. I think Harden and I think Vucevic he used to maybe supplement some of them categories that a couple other guys won't bring. And Rubio to supplement some of the other categories guys won't bring. So I know he's going to try to find some specialists out there through the course of the season to kind of up some of them back end stats. So he's definitely a contender. If he does what I think he'll probably do at the end of the day and up some of them back end stats, he'll definitely be in the making for trying to run for a chip. But for right now, I would put him in the top 4, top 5, definitely, and contender at the end of the day.
Yeah, I mean, I second that. I think because he built his team around like scoring, that was not the typical team. You know what I'm saying? Like I think he took a different approach. And just to put it out there, I would not be doing any mock drafts with this nigga next year. No, sir. No, sir. But yeah, I think he definitely has like if you look at his team from top to bottom, I know everybody talks about the bottom half of the team, but that's 4 players, man. To me, if you got a strong 9, that could get you to the chip. You know what I mean? Because if you in the playoffs, you're gonna play around with 2 spots anyway.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And when I say a typical Heem team, I mean Heem. And let me preference that by saying when I say a typical Heem team, I know Heem is going to build his team and his format around the best guys available at certain points of the draft. But just because he had that number 1 pick, all hands was on deck for him, so he was able to go the route that he wanted to go. So when I saw him take Harden and a couple other guys, I knew, okay, he's going to chase the score and he's going to chase everything else later. If he would have had the 6th seed, the 7th seed, or the 8th seed, as far as picks in the draft, it would have went a little different. So
it would have been harder.
Yeah, I think I'm interested to see how Heem and Onk's team match up. You know what I mean? Because I like both their bigs. And I think that would be like a battle. I mean, it could be the clash in the chip. It could be a clash in the chip. You never know.
Yeah, and I don't try and hear that. Oh, you don't want it. Smack.
Smack. Val, what you think?
I'm gonna win it all, you know. Nah, it's definitely I definitely like
right. Thanks, Val. I appreciate it, brother. Val.
Man.
Nah, he said he gonna win it all. He said he gonna win it all.
Who, Val? Val got a nice squad.
Yeah, he didn't say you gonna win it all. He said he gonna win it all.
Listen.
All right.
Everybody on this panel right now could win the chip except JoJo.
Hold on. Speaking of JoJo, the wait is over.
You just have to say that.
Let's get there.
You just have to say that.
The wait is over. Mr. Come Get It. We about to get in your spot, all right?
Go right ahead.
All right, let's
AKA Mr. 50 Cent.
Yes,
He come in the league starting with everybody.
We got Kemba Walker.
All right.
Hold on. Derek White, Chris Paul, CP3, Thad Young, Kevin Love, Derek Favors, Cat Daddy, Karl Anthony Towns, Steven Adams, Brandon Ingram, Reggie Jackson, Goran Dragic, Torian Prince, Caruso, and Paul George. Let me start this off. I think you definitely got a contender, but the same thing you said about everybody else's team can apply to yours too. Like, I think
it applies to his more.
I think Reggie Jackson
getting hurt.
I don't like Reggie Jackson.
Nope.
I don't like Goran Dragic.
Nope.
I don't like Caruso.
Nope.
Thad Young is not even starting, and you know what I mean.
You two
That was a savvy pick.
Young.
That was a savvy pick.
Hold on. Derek
Come
White.
on, Savvy.
Derek White. I don't like that. But
Yeah. Well, Murray back now.
On the flip side, Kemba Walker, Chris Paul. If he don't get traded, I mean, I don't think it matters. Chris Paul is still gonna be decent. But you might
he stay healthy.
Don't trade him for Canner.
I got Canner for you. You need it.
Yo,
I got him for you.
If Kevin Love stay healthy, that's a buck up. I think Cat Daddy could be the #1 fantasy player in the league. That's just me. I'm biased because I got him.
agree with that.
If Steven Adams is hitting threes and doing what he's doing now, that's a buck up too. Brandon Ingram is nice. I think the thing that makes your team scary is that nigga on the IR, Paul George.
Yeah.
I think that was. I mean, to get Paul George in the third round, that was a great pick.
Yeah.
So I think definitely your team was good last year, but you didn't draft it. But I think this year you definitely got a shot. You're a contender. You're no longer in the pretender zone. You're definitely a contender.
Yes, sir.
What you think, Ern?
I'm about to pull up the team right now because I
You've been looking at my
agree.
team all week, nigga. You know who's on there.
No, hold on. I don't even do that.
Hold on. Let's go.
Fred,
You have to think about that shit.
Go ahead.
Fred, I agree with you, Fred, on some of the stuff you said, or a lot of the stuff you said. I'm just gonna name a couple names for me. Thad Young. I've known Thad Young for the last 3 seasons. I know what he do. I know what he bring. If you ain't get him for a certain reason, then you got him for the wrong reason.
Man, he about to be gone.
Chris Paul, Kevin Love, Gordon Dragic, and Paul George out for the first month. You got 4 guys that if they ball, then you can almost be unstoppable. If them dudes get any little hiccup like they've been used to getting over the last 4 or 5 seasons, then you're in trouble. Cat Daddy, that's who I was targeting. I was surprised you grabbed him when you did, because if you didn't, I was definitely getting him. He's going, like you said, he could be the #1 fantasy option this year. Steven Adams, I think he'll be all right. He gonna do what he do normally. Brandon Ingram, I think Cats is gonna see a lot of growth from him this year. Reggie Jackson, I don't like. Caruso, I don't like. Torian Prince, that preseason game you saw last night, that was just an anomaly.
Caruso.
So you got a strong unit if they can stay healthy. That's a big if. If they can't, or any crazy situations happen, then you done. So you got what I like to call in football a boom or bust team. You know what I mean? You could be at the top of the league. You could be looking up week 10 and be #1, or you could be looking up week 10 and be number 11. Like so. But with all that said, I think it's a contender.
That nigga said number 11. You went way too far.
I don't think he's gonna fall that far.
Hey, look, if let's say worst case scenario, Chris Paul, Kevin Love, Chris Paul, Kevin Love, Gordon Dragic, and Paul George is going to miss the first month. Let's say all them dudes miss about a good 2 to 3 weeks in a row. You suffering.
But here's the thing.
That ain't gonna happen though.
JoJo will drop him. Like he would.
Listen,
He gonna do
And
it.
that's just going to make his team worse.
Yeah.
listen.
I know he's
That
gonna
ain't
drop
gonna happen.
Caruso. I know that.
That ain't
Oh,
gonna happen.
you can tell everybody you already gonna drop, huh?
Yeah, Caruso.
That ain't gonna happen.
All right,
I got to get
what you think? Oh,
Yeah, Contender, but Caruso for real.
Yeah.
You just
Watch
picked him up.
Caruso go.
Didn't you just
Caruso,
pick him
yeah, I
up?
just picked him up. I got rid of bum ass Nick Batum. I ain't want his ass any other way.
But Caruso?
But, yeah, Caruso gonna ball. Watch. He gonna wind up starting for the Lakers.
No, he third string.
Okay, watch. You'll
He
see.
might start. He might start after December.
They
yeah,
like
he might
him.
start for the G League.
Yeah, the G League.
like
He
that
going to start
white
for the G
boy.
He
League.
might start in December, but he ain't
All
starting
right.
right now.
He
I
said he
like that
thinks
dude.
you need to drop him down, JoJo.
Hey, JoJo.
He got traded.
JoJo.
Yeah.
JoJo. Honestly,
Yo.
let me give you a piece of advice. And I give much big up to my man, the late, great Gate. I love him to death. You know what I mean? May he rest in peace. But at the end of the day, he had them same sentiments about David Lee one year and held on to this nigga for about a good 2 months when he know David Lee's ass should have been gone. Should have never been on the team. Don't make that same mistake, brother. That's all I'm saying.
I know. I dropped
Not
niggas
with
like Chris
Caruso.
Paul. So I ain't gonna have no problem getting rid of. That's what the bottom is used for. That's what the utility zone is used for players to go in and out. So
that player should have never been in.
yeah, well, you got to take somebody from the bottom. You're not gonna have all starters on your squad. You got to take niggas from the bottom.
But why you ain't say that when you gave your analysis on everybody else's team?
Yeah. I mean,
I didn't want to.
You basically gave me a whole. You said my whole team was a B-list team.
But you got Caruso. But you got Caruso. And Caruso is E-list. Caruso is E-list.
With A-list players, you got all right. So my guys down there is like C and D. You got all
E. Try E. Try E.
Down there.
Try E.
I got you, brother.
All right, what you think? What you think, Val? What you think of his team?
I mean, I like his squad, but like you said, it's some players he probably don't even need, and he putting them on his team, making moves that you don't even gotta make.
Nuh-uh. I wasn't gonna
what you
Nick
think?
Batum, he's hurt.
What you think,
He
Hing?
ain't doing shit.
You already know how he feel. Stop playing.
Now we gonna get it from him.
I think
That P word coming.
this is what I think. I think JoJo, you got a nice team. I agree with Ern. You can start out the season probably 5-0. And then by the 6th week, it just stumble. Fall to the point where you're gonna be begging people for trades. Please, I give you hurt this fall. I give you hurt whoever else you got. You know what I mean? I think your downfall gonna be you're not gonna be up on top of the who's available, like with Nicholas Batum. You should have picked up Bacon, but what happened?
I got him.
Right. That's gonna be your downfall, dog. Because you're not ready. You're not ready, JoJo. You're not ready to win a chip.
So Pretender.
You're not ready to win a chip.
So Pretender or Contender?
Pretender.
Oh.
Pretender.
Wow.
He just had to say that. It's him. He have to say that.
Pretender?
Because I know that's not the way he really feels. He's faking his feelings. He's faking everything else.
Well, you know what? Honestly, JoJo, I'll tell you like this. It don't matter sometimes the talent you got, but how the pieces fit. Everybody thought the Cleveland Browns was contenders this year, and you see what they doing.
Oh, true.
Or the Lakers last year.
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
Or the Steelers this year.
Yeah.
Nah, everybody knew, man, we lost AB and Le'Veon. Who thought we was going to be good?
Yeah, come on, stop playing.
And I'm still a fan. Die hard.
They would have been good.
All right. So
AB and Le'Veon.
the general consensus by majority rule, JoJo, you have a contender. All right, we go ahead and get into my squad, and then we're gonna finish out with everybody else's.
All right.
So Donovan Mitchell, Zach LaVine, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, LeBron James, John Collins, Bam Adebayo, Sabonis, DeAndre Jordan, Kelly Oubre, Harrison Barnes, Dennis Smith Jr., Hachimura, and Bacon.
Oh, you picked up Bacon?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
What you think?
It's a contender, you know that. He top 2 like me.
I don't know about that. I reserve my my judgment after y'all.
No. Let me go, Fred. Fred, you right. I don't know about that because Unc not top 2. So you right. I don't know.
I'm talking about my
You don't find that? Do we play week 2 when we play?
Unc not top 2. So you right, Fred.
What you think?
I don't know about that.
You know what? Let me say that I definitely know that team's a contender. I know definitely the Nuxter is gonna make some moves through the course of the season. But it's funny to me how you look at the tale of two sides where I think, and once again, I think draft preempted certain things to certain GMs, which made them go certain ways. But I think you and Heem flipped the way y'all strategize and draft this year. I think he's got more of a team that you're used to having, and I think you have a team more that he's used to having. Now, I'll say that to say it don't matter because I remember a bunch of epic seasons where it was you and him always top 2. So I know the team is definitely a contender. I know it's a top team, but it's funny to see how he has a Nux team now and you have a Heem team. So it's going to be funny to see how this battles out through the course of the season.
Let me speak on my own team. I mean, go ahead, Lavelle.
I must be new to this shit.
What you think, Val?
Because you said.
Oh man, you know I like your team, man. You definitely got a contender. You definitely got a team I think can get it done.
What you think?
I think it's too early to call that though. That top 2, top 5, but it's a playoff team.
What you think, JoJo?
I like it, Val. I like it. Let them know.
What you think, JoJo?
No, definitely a contender. I'm still baffled that Ern said that you and Heem pick alike. Like that's his team.
No, that's not what I said. What I said was normally, but see, you just new to the league. What I said was normally.
Exactly.
What I said was normally the team that Heem drafted is normally the team that Nux would have drafted, and the team Nux drafted this year is normally the team that Heem would have drafted.
Right, that's what I said.
They kind of stole each other's styles. I didn't say they pick alike. I said they stole each other's styles.
Right, what I'm saying is that you're right.
That's called mock draft.
Heem stole off from mock draft.
I see you, Fred.
Stole mine too.
Yeah.
I think me personally for my team, I'm not used to a team that look like this.
Thank you. That's my point.
That's why for me, I'm not as high on my team because I know what I'm capable of doing in the draft. I know the guys that I like to get. You know what I mean? So for me, I'm kind of like in the middle of the pack. I don't see myself as like a top 2 team or anything like that. I'm going to make the playoffs. Like I know that, but I don't know if I got enough to win it all. You know what I mean? But we'll see.
Well, that's why I said it's going to be interesting how you and Heem both respond. Because even for Heem looked like he got a nice scoring team, but does he know how to really build around that? Because that ain't never normally his structure. That ain't his foundation. Nope. So it's going to be real interesting to see the two of y'all this year battle it out, knowing both of y'all came in doing something that y'all usually don't do.
Yeah, but one thing I did have, like the last couple of seasons, I had high scoring teams that didn't make it. So anything's better at this point.
Yeah.
But yeah, where Bell go?
I don't know.
All right, if you jump back in. All right, let's get into another team.
Let me get. I ain't get my take.
I thought you did. I'm up bad. Go ahead.
No, my take is nah. See, this cat, he always talking about he don't like his team until he end up in the chip. This guy is the trade king. He will get it done. He'll give you something you want and didn't even know you wanted it. So what I'm saying is, you know your team hot. I ain't trying to hear none of that. I ain't trying to hear about that Wiggins. I'm glad I watched it, so I got him, because if I waited, It would have been on your team. That's right, or earned. So I'm happy we mocked. So I saw what was going to happen. But you know, your team hot, dog. You already know that. Stop. You're a contender all day.
Okay. Let's go into easy money.
Man, why do we
Hold
keep
on.
going to this guy? Like,
Hey, we gotta do the.
we wasted a whole half hour last night talking about easy money. Like, I'm
All
trying
right,
to
so
talk about this guy.
let's go through a speed analysis. All right, come on. All right, let's go. I mean, it's not too bad. He got Kyrie Irving, Buddy Hield, De'Aaron Fox, Giannis, Jonathan Isaac, Covington, Mitchell Robinson, Jared Allen, Miles Bridges, Dwight Powell, Zach Collin, Justice Winslow, and Danny Green.
Let me start out.
Full play.
I give Easy Money a lot of crap because I don't know. It's just him. His team really isn't that bad. Where I think he always falls short at is that he'll have a nice, solid team, and then year after year he fails to pay attention to the way his team is molded, or he fails to pay attention to the available waiver picks and free agents that's out there for him, and that's where he always falls short. So it's not that the fact that his team sucks, it's the fact that I'm not sure if he's going to do anything to make his team better. And by saying that, I think he has great players on his team, but he's going to do them a disservice, and he'll end up not making the playoffs again. So I'm going to call him pretender.
Oh,
Whoa.
I second that motion.
Yeah, he's a pretender because he's him. like I'm just. The only reason I say that is because sometimes he don't set his lineup. Sometimes he just be too busy to really focus on fantasy. Like he got a solid 5 or 6 guys that could really take him to where he got to go. But I can tell he kind of got lazy towards the end of the draft. You know what I mean? So I would say he got contender pieces, but he's going to still fall as a pretender.
Yeah.
What you think? What you think? Hold on, say that louder.
I thank you for his donation of $50 this year.
Easy money, huh?
Easy money. That's what he is.
All right, he what you think?
He ain't just dropped off.
All right, JoJo, what you think?
I think, well, far as on paper, his team sound pretty good. To me, it sound like a contender, but y'all know him on another level far as management, like bad management. But the it's not a pretender team. I think his team is a contender team with that lineup that he have. So if he just managing it bad, then that's on him.
Yeah,
but it's definitely a playoff squad.
He do got a playoff team. I just don't. Like I said, I don't trust. If any of y'all drafted this team, I would have said a contender. Bell, what you think?
I think it's a contender team. He got enough pieces.
Vel is 12 for 12 with contender.
No,
everybody make the plan. Fuck it. You get a car. You get a car. You get a car. Everybody get a car.
Y'all need to stop.
Hey, Vel, I'm kind of like with you. I don't see no real pretender teams on here, to be honest with you.
There's a lot of players.
And I agree. Fred agreed with my sentiments, and I agree with y'all's sentiments. Like, I don't see a pretender team when I see it on paper, but when I know the puppet behind the strings, for me, that's what makes it a pretender.
Okay, understandable.
All right, so
I'm the puppet master.
All right, I think we got 2 teams left. We got King of Queens. Let's go there. Mike Conley, Drew Holiday, Kyle Lowry, Gordon Hayward, Zion Williamson, Otto Porter, Jokic, Dario Saric, Jeremy Lamb, Evan Fournier, Larry Nance, Kevin Looney, and Pat Beverly.
He don't have the bigs. He a pretender.
Nah.
Y'all talk all that pretender talking.
He don't have the bigs. He don't have the bigs. He a pretender.
All right, Vel. Let Lavelle go first. Vel, what's up?
I ain't even hear it, man. My daughter got my attention, man. I'm sorry, man.
All right, let
What
me
was the
run
thing?
it back. Mike Conley, Drew Holiday, Kyle Lowry, Gordon Hayward, Zion Williamson, Otto Porter, Jokic, Dario Saric, Jeremy Lamb, Evan Fournier, Larry Nance, Kevin Looney, and Pat Beverly.
Whoa. He got some good pieces, but I don't feel like he got enough. So I'm gonna say a pretender.
There we go. Now, hold on. Let's
Yep,
stop.
1 for 11. 1 for
Bill,
11.
He got some nice pieces, but I don't feel like it's enough
Yeah,
around.
he ain't got enough.
Let's
said
go.
pretender.
Let's go, Val.
Bill, you let these niggas talk you into saying pretender?
What you think, JoJo?
I think no.
Not with me.
He only got. I don't think he got enough firepower. To be honest with you, I don't think he got enough firepower to keep up with the
Okay,
squad
y'all
that we gave like 7, 8 seed.
You're right.
You know, outside of Jokic and maybe Drew Holiday, his team is not. They're not strong. We don't know what Zion Williams gonna do. He gonna ball, but that's the squad ain't thick enough to compete with the other 8 teams ahead of them. So I'm
Nah, he got a lot of names. When you talk about B list, yeah, he got a lot of B list names, but we don't know if all the production gonna be there.
There you go. That's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
He definitely got a B. He got a lot of B list talent, man. Like
yeah.
I look at Mike Conley. He's pretty much a role guy on that team, but he's nice. Drew
Right.
Holiday's the man. You know what I mean? Joker is the man, but sometimes I own Joker, so I know he can go 10, 10, and 10, where he's not going to get the crazy scoring.
Yeah.
So if you're going to get Joker, then you want to pair Joker up with some scores, and I don't
And
think
Fred, to piggyback on what you just said, if your number one guy ain't your leading scoring guy, you already got a problem.
exactly. And then you didn't really put the bigs behind them. You know what I mean? Like when you put Dario Saric as your second best big, you got a problem.
And Larry Nance.
Yeah, that's the problem.
It's just not. Yeah, it's just not enough to go around.
Yeah, so I mean, sorry. All right, we just gonna go right into WinCorp. Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, CJ McCollum, Aaron Gordon, Porzingis, Marvin Bagley, Marc Gasol, Lonzo Ball, Eric Gordon, Jaylen Brown, Jordan Clarkson, and your favorite player, Tristan Thompson. I'm joking. What you think about that team, JoJo?
It's decent. It's a little bit better than the last squad that you just named.
Mm-hmm.
He got decent pieces in the right places. I think he'll wind up if Tristan Thompson don't ball. And,
I hope you ain't banking on that.
I hope it's not. Porzingis, we gotta see what he gonna do because he was all banged up. I think his team is pretty decent, man.
Nothing, man.
I don't see it being a heavy playoff team. I don't see his team being a real threat, but I think it's a contender team.
I'm on the fence. I think he like Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, CJ McCollum, all those is cool. I think he got a boom or bust team. Like if it's boom, he's a contender. If it's bust, he's gonna be hurting because he got a lot of guys that can miss multiple games. You know what I'm saying? Like Jimmy Butler, he always get hurt at the wrong time.
Right.
Porzingis, he's coming back from ACL injury, so he might not play back to backs. Marc Gasol is not going to get that much burn. He's going to be on load management. So if your two best bigs are questionable, that's tough. Marvin Bagley has battled some injuries in the past a little bit, but if he balls, he's going to be a beast. You know what I mean? Same thing with Lonzo Ball. Lonzo Ball, I think he's going to have a breakout year, but he's been injury prone the last 2 seasons.
And that team got a lot of talent.
Yeah, and then you got Tristan Thompson, you know what I mean? Jordan Clarkson. I don't know how Jordan Clarkson fits in that rotation with everybody that Cleveland got right now. But If he plays, he's Tristan. He's I'm not Tristan, but Jordan Clarkson. He gonna do his thing if he play, because he just needs 20 minutes to give you 17 points. So if it's booming, like he got a team that can make some serious damage in the playoffs, but he got a team that might miss the playoffs if they get hurt at the same time.
Well, me, I'm on the fence too. Well, I was on the fence too. I've been looking at the squad since we drafted, and I'm gonna say a pretender. And the only reason why I'm gonna say pretender is because of the fact there's one thing that I've learned watching some of the better upper echelon GMs in the league. And one thing I've learned is you always got to have that one star. You know what I mean? If you battling a guy that's got that top 8 player, that top 5 player, whatever, and you going in with a top 14, 15 player, 9 times out of 10, that other guy's top player is going to trump yours. I don't think he has the star power. I don't think he has nobody that he could say, I need a win this week, because there's going to be some tough weeks. Everybody goes through those tough weeks in fantasy basketball, and you need that one guy where you can say, I can put the team on his back, and he's going to bring me home the W. I'm not sure he has that guy. So for me, I'll say he'll miss the playoffs by a slim margin, but I'll say he missed them.
What you think, Vel?
I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence too.
Yeah, like when you really look at this team, like, all right, if you look at Westbrook, you think of Westbrook in OKC. You ain't thinking of Westbrook in Houston.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Westbrook in Houston, we still got to see how that pans out. And it could be good for him, but it's not going to be OKC Westbrook.
No.
Jimmy Butler, like, last time Jimmy Butler was the man, he stayed banged up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? CJ McCollum, he's a Robin. He's not a Batman, but he's a good Robin. Aaron Gordon is up and down.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, that's what I meant by that one star, because it's like, you know what, he could give you those matchups where it's like you could come in and maybe you can underestimate him, or maybe you think you might get the win, and he ends up getting one up on you, and he ends up pulling it out in week 8, week 9, whatever the case may be. But when it comes down to money time, I don't think he has that one caliber guy that can bring it home. Especially when you're talking about there's teams out there that have 2 or maybe possibly 3 of those caliber guys.
Yeah, and then like the money stats in fantasy basketball is solid bigs.
Yeah.
And I think it all comes down to, like, he has some scoring on his team, you know what I mean? But bigs, that's gonna hurt him.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I agree with that totally. Like, he just don't, on every team, you at least want one guy on your team that is the man on his team. He's on his team. He's the number one option. Mm-hmm. I don't see nobody on his team that you could say legitimately he's the number one option on their squad.
Well, Jimmy.
And he had, hold on, but he does, like, another thing, I'm just looking at it now. He got too many of the same type of guys, like CJ McCollum, Eric Gordon, Jordan Clarkson, you know what I mean? Jaylen Brown, they all kind of the same kind of guys that do the same stuff. You know what I mean? Like, empty stat scores. And then you don't have enough depth outside of Westbrook and Jimmy that can.
Well, you know what he got? It's funny you say that, Fred, because remember the year that you traded me in the keeper league, the year that you traded me Julius Randle and Valanciunas, when I gave you Eric Gordon. Now, remember that year I had Jordan Clarkson, I had Eric Gordon, and I had Derrick Rose, and I had one other guy that's just like those other 3 guys. And we was really reeling. We was middle of the pack, you know what I mean, ready to fall out of contention until that trade I made with you, and then that boosted us up.
Yep.
So I agree with what you're saying. He's got too many of the same guys that are kind of empty scorers that don't bring much, nothing else. And then them guys, if they ain't scoring, they ain't bringing you nothing. So now you're really down in the dumps. I've been there before.
Yeah, or you can score as much as you want, but if you can't contribute to other categories, you're still going to lose 7-4, 6-5, whatever.
Yeah.
I think he's a couple trades away from being a serious problem, but it all depends on if a GM want to get on the phone and make the deals.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I'm gonna wrap it up, man. This was a good show, good segment. You know what I mean? Hope nobody get offended by the GMs.
If you do, big boy pants on.
We all get offended. Well, you should have been on. If they get offended, they should have been on.
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
We all grown men. Put your big boy pants on. Like,
Yeah.
That's it.
ain't nobody attack nobody's personal character, they manhood. We talking fantasy.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So at the end of the day, I mean, your team still gotta go out there and perform. Some of these pretenders might mess around and be something serious. So
Yeah.
we don't know. We could all be eating crow in a couple weeks, but as of right now, you know what I mean? Our opinions are our opinions. So
Yeah.
until next time, fellas, man, it was a good one.
Yep.
I catch
All
up
right,
with
good brothers, man. Good luck to the
Okay, y'all
season.
fellas.
I can't wait to get it started.
All right.
Yeah, fellas. God bless, man. Catch y'all
All right.
later.
All right.
All right. Peace.
All right, now.